here now again in the Rural TV studio at the 2014 New Zealand Deer Conference, and with me is a young fella called Mark Gardyne. And Mark, you've got a bit of a, it's not a toy, is it, Mark?
No, farm implement, yeah.
Farm implement.
But, oh, it's a great toy anyway.
So they call them drones, and can you just tell me about how you first ever heard about it and got interested in the drones?
Well, Dad and I were watching TV and we saw that the Americans, they were using drones in Afghanistan for military purposes, and we were wondering how we could apply that to the farm. So we researched for about a year and just looking everywhere, and finally we brought one off this site and ordered it from America. Came from Mexico, it's got made in China on it. But yeah, but it was a great drone to start off with, and we had a lot of fun and progress with that, yeah.
Yeah, and then you got onto, so I heard in your presentation today that you got onto a New Zealand company now.
Yes, right after, the day after we purchased that first drone, actually, we saw aeronautics on the TV, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately we brought it the day before, but yeah, they're a great company and they've actually sponsored us with this drone, so just because progressing, and yeah, they're a lot of help and a lot of technical support they give you and everything like that, yeah.
Now you've come a long way and you've had quite a bit of attention for your drone, and you've got, how many applications do you think so far for it on the farm?
We have identified about 40, there's lots of more. Like every time we talk, farmers, they think of great ways like dry matter measuring. It's a big one we're trying to work towards, counting sheep. Yep. That's almost done, and yeah, it's a lot. What
about dipping ewes?
Oh,
I bet that's been...
Well, aeronautics, they have a spraying.
Yeah.
The drone that sprays, but...
Because that'll be fun.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Now stitching, I saw in an article about you and you're talking about stitching. Can you explain stitching?
You mean like stitching photos together?
Yeah.
So we go out and we set how many, the GoPro, you can just set how many photos you want to take. So say a photo every 2 seconds, and we just fly a pre-planned mission around that paddock. Yep. And it just takes all the photos, and then we have a great guy from Abacus Bio in Dunedin, and he has developed this, well, he's working with this software that stitches the photos together, and then we can count the sheep with that from the whole paddock. So yeah, it's pretty innovative. And
that's amazing. And with counting the sheep, it lights up, is it infrared? It lights up the heat of the sheep, or just filming it?
Just taking pictures at this stage, but we are going to get an infrared camera to replace the GoPro. Maybe we've just been researching that for a bit because of a bit of money. Yeah. And so we can, actually with an infrared camera, we can pick up drains where they are. So it's pretty good. And also go probably rabbit shooting with the infrared camera and just go at night and have some fun. And
you could work for Rural TV in the off-season doing a bit of filming for us. It'd be great.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Now, it's not just filming either, is it, Mark? It's other applications, a lot of sensors. Talking about sensors for dry matter and all sorts of things.
Yes, so a few farmers approached saying, why don't you just stick a plate meter on the bottom and go around? They want to do that. But I think with infrared camera, they can detect dry matter, just programming it and things like that. And also with the infrared camera, we are able to actually detect diseases because they let
crops.
Off. Yes, or I think we can do stock as well. They set off different heat signatures, and the infrared camera can identify that.
And what about other people approaching you for applications outside of agriculture? Are you getting a few inquiries after all the publicity you've had?
Yes, I'm on the search and rescue things. So there are a few remote places up where we live, and they just can't be accessed by chopper. Well, they could be, but it's endangering the lives of the chopper pilots and what have you. So yeah, so we're just going to send the drone in. And what's a drone if you're going to save a life, really? So.
Yeah. And that'll be pre-planned missions.
Yes, we can do that, or probably if we're doing search and rescue, we'd do just manual control. We can just look with the screen. Also, the infrared camera would be great then, because say you're with dense bush or something, the infrared camera could pick it up real well. So, yeah.
You're getting pretty handy with it now?
Yeah, I wish you could do backflips and stuff like that, but not really.
I heard about someone sending it in to get a pizza. Was that you? You sent it to town for a pizza?
Oh, I think it was just a bit of a gimmicky thing
Oh, yeah.
with 7 Sharp, but yeah, hopefully we could do that in the future. It'd be a lot simpler.
Now, your father was talking about the savings on the farm.
Yes.
That you've sort of worked out how much you can save on farm costs with fuel and that a year. Tell us about that.
So I think Dad worked out that four-wheeler use is like $4 a kilometre. So if we can just reduce that, so obviously it's not petrol, it's using battery, just charge it every night, and also with productivity gains. So usually you say you can't really tell by eye what the dry matter of the paddock is, so and then you'll be like say 2 weeks late when you spread like fertilizer on it or what have you. So if the dry matter, the infrared camera will be able to detect that, and so you can make proactive decisions rather than reactive, like after that 2-week period.
Yeah. Now, would you like to have a career in this sort of aviation?
Oh yeah, it'd be great.
It'll be already starting by accident, I suppose, is it?
Probably.
Getting a few jobs.
Yeah.
I hear you talk of clients there before, so
yes.
Bit of mapping on farm and things like that?
Yeah, we've done a bit of that, and the other day we did deer recovery, which that was pretty good. It was good fun. Yeah.
Deer that had escaped?
Yes, they're in chow paddocks, so we're looking for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think everyone will want one.
Hope so. Yeah.
Oh, thanks very much, Mark.
Oh, thank you.
Well, it's been good talking to you, and good
You
luck
too.
with your drones.
Thanks.
You need to get a big one you can sit in.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah.